A disappointing day at the office today. What were your overall thoughts on the performance?
I think I'm still trying to calculate my thoughts, bring them together. It's a combination of a few things, bit of disappointment. I suppose when you're training with a group and you work with a group and you see the way the group has worked during the week, when you've worked on certain things, and then they start the game quite well. For the first 5-10 minutes, you think, okay, they've got it, we're good, and to see the team kind of crumble away in the first half, the way we did, was quite disappointing. But I've got to be realistic, and I think I've got to be realistic, and it's hard for me at the moment because I'm a winner and I always want to win. So I think I've got to be realistic. I think the players have got to be realistic. I think all of us as staff have got to be realistic that this is a team that is second for bottom for a reason, and I've got a bunch of players who maybe are lacking a bit of confidence, and it's about me and the staff, us finding ways. How do we get these girls feeling like they are $1 million? How do we get them confident? How do we get them where in a place where they feel that even after they make one or two mistakes, they're still okay, and the head doesn't go down straight away? And it's something that, back to the drawing board again. I don't want to sound like a old record, just keep saying the same thing. But as I said before, win, lose or draw, it's back to the drawing board. What can we do better? I've learned some more about the players today. I'm sure they've learned a little bit about me. And now we've got 2 weeks until the next game. So it's 2 weeks to really get back down to the training ground again, work on some things, and see what comes of it.
Obviously, no excuses as the conditions were the same for both sides, but did that have an impact on the football that was on display?
Yeah, I think so. I think if you look at the game itself, I think the conditions suited them more than us. The way we want to play, the way we want to move the ball. A lot of the players found it hard, but two teams had to play in the same conditions. They had the same weather, they had the same rain, they had the same wind, they had the same muddy pitch as us. They just coped with it better. And I feel once they got the first goal, it kind of got their heads up a bit, and gave them the confidence that they needed to get the 3 points that they needed.
Another frustrating afternoon in front of goal. What needs to be done to rectify that in the coming weeks?
Just keep doing what we're doing. You saw today, they had blocks off the line and they had this and a few bits in here and there. And it's just one of those things. And I've always, when I was playing, there was always one thing that we always talked about. And when you're a striker and you're going for a barren run, and you always say, I just need something to fall off, to hit me in the back of the head or hit me on the knee or just come off me and just to go in. And it's almost like that as a side at the moment. I feel that we need like a fluky goal, just a lucky goal or a moment of brilliance from someone. And I think once that happens, I think the confidence will raise, and then players who have got the ability to break defences down and to score goals, I think they'll start stepping up and doing that. But right now, it's just that long hunt to find the first goal of my reign as interim manager.
On the attacking side of things, you recently added Juliet to the squad and you handed her debut towards the end there. Happy to get that deal over the line and to give her first appearance with Watford this afternoon.
Yeah, Juliet's a young player. She's got a bit of speed, a bit of passion about her, a bit of fight. I would like to have given her longer today, but because of the way the game was, I had to leave that fifth sub towards the end of the game. But yeah, I think she's a good player. That she'll be a big player for Brighton in the future, and I think that she's got a chance here to be a bit player with us. She's still learning, she's still in her developmental years, and it's kind of a deal with Brighton, just her to come down and get a bit of work experience almost. So I hope that this year will be a bit of an experience for her. Maybe she'll come back again next season and really have a big impact.
A 3-week break now ahead of that game against Sheffield United on March 5th. Are you excited to cut your teeth into it, get back on the training ground as always and start working towards that one?
Yeah, as I said, we've got 2 weeks. We've got 2 weeks to get ourselves ready for, or 3 weeks for the next game. We haven't got a game for the 3 weeks. So it's about just getting back on the training ground, working with the players again. I'm asking them to play a style of football that is very different. I'm sure you would have seen the game, you've been there all the game. So it's a bit different to what they were playing before. Now, within that style, when you make a mistake or make two mistakes or something goes against you, it's so easy to revert back into your old ways. And if you look at the game today, you've got maybe 4 or 5 players reverting to their old ways. 4 or 5 players wanting to do what I asked them to do. A couple of players not too sure which way they should go. And it's about just getting on the training pitch. The more the players understand each other, the more they understand what we're trying to do, the way we're trying to play. I think it can only get better. These players have got the chance now between now and the end of the season to secure their contracts for next season. So we're all on show. We're all on show. I'm the interim manager. These players have got their first year in the championship, so they've got to stand up to it. And I hope that they do, and they really find their little mojo. Because in training, I see it. I do see glimpses of it, where I think there's ability here. There's players that can see passes, make passes. There's players that can do a lot of things, and it's just about doing on the training pitch, but also being brave, having the guts and the bravery to put yourself up there. So if you do make the mistakes, you can hold your hand up and say, yeah, I made a mistake, but I tried to do the positive thing. And it's just about that, really, just getting what we do in training out on the match day. And I've got confidence in the girls. I've got full confidence in the girls that by the time we reach the end of the season, everyone will see a completely different game. Because when I looked at it real properly, I have to try and assess these things, and I'm always assessing myself. So I assess myself, and I feel, well, if I came in pre-season, you have 6 to 8 games of pre-season where you can find the right balance in the team and find what the right chemistry is between players. This is my pre-season almost, where I'm trying to find the right blend, the right mix and blend. You could say against Liverpool it was right, against Blackburn it was right. You could say last week and this week it was wrong, because the performances haven't really been up to what I'd want them to be. Or maybe I'm just asking too much of them, because maybe when I look back at the Blackburn game, we didn't play that much different to Blackburn today, maybe. But maybe I'm expecting more from them now because I'm had more time with them on the training ground. So it's about looking back at the videos, looking at the individual clips, talking to players about things that they've done. I saw things today where just if a player drops off 10 yards, we can receive the ball in a much better position. If a player is 5 yards further forward, they can receive the ball in a half turn, then we can play forward. Just small things really and truly that through conversations, through video analysis, through meetings, hopefully the girls and myself and the coaching staff all have the same ideas and one good plan to move forward with.